Coach, why the switch to Ryan Fitzpatrick, and was Tua injured?
No, Tua wasn't injured. We just felt like it was the best move at that point in the game. We had to get in a 2-minute mode, and we just felt like he gave us the best chance to win the game, which we had an opportunity at the end.
Josh?
Right, to tie it, I should say.
Yeah, Flo, what do you think Denver's defense did so well to make Tua look uncomfortable and then obviously, force that change there at the end?
Look, I mean, we knew this all week. It's a good defense. Vic Fangio's one of the top defensive minds in the game. They got good players. They had good scheme. They pressured us. They mixed the coverages. I mean, they did a good job defensively. So we got to execute better. When we had some opportunities, we didn't take advantage of them. And then a tightly contested game like that on the road, we've got to play better.
Dolphin.
Yeah. Hey, Flo. Sorry about that. Do you leave this game needing to make any wholesale changes at the quarterback position? Is Fitz going to be in line to be a starter, or
no changes?
Cam?
Hey, Flo. Was there anything? I know Tua came in with the foot injury. Did that have any factor in his mobility or anything that he was able to do today?
No, I mean, he played against a good defensive group. They played it. They did a good job. I think they ended up with 5 or 6 sacks. They pressured us. They played a good job in the back end from a coverage standpoint, and we just struggled getting it going. And look, when that's going on throughout the course of a game, you got to try to do something to create some momentum. That's why we made the switch. But yeah, I think he's healthy.
Adam?
Are you concerned at all what this might do to his confidence?
He's a confident kid. No, not at all. I think he's dealt with a lot of adversity. He's a confident kid. I think he's fine.
Omar?
I want to ask you about your run defense today. What were they doing particularly that gave you guys issues?
It wasn't good enough. I mean, we got to do a better job on the edge. We got to do a better job tackling. We got to do a better job fighting pressure with pressure. Defeat blocks. I mean, I think we started the game, decently, but they made some adjustments, and we got to make better adjustments, as a staff, and then we got to play better as our players have to play better.
Armando?
They had 6 sacks, Coach. I'm wondering if you thought some of those were on the quarterback and that was part of the switch, or it was all protection?
I got to watch the film. It looked like it was a combination of, protection, maybe holding it a little bit too long, guys not getting open. So, I got to watch the film. But, at the end of the day, we weren't moving the ball effectively, and we just felt like we needed to give ourselves a spark.
Al?
Brian, what did you see from your team from the moment that Van Ginkel caused that fumble on the 1 and the play he made there, obviously, after the penalties? What did you see from that point? And then on the drive, what was going right for your offense on that drive, starting with that terrible field position?
Yeah, I think, this is a resilient group. So, things look bleak there on the goal line. We make a play, we get on the 1-yard line. We start to make a drive. We put it into the end zone. We got an opportunity to, punch it in and, perhaps tie the game there. And look, this game comes down to 2-3 plays, and the most critical plays are, normally at the end. And I think Fitz was trying to fire a ball in there, and they made a good play. Simmons is a good player. We talked about him all week. So, hopefully we learn from it. I think, there are other plays throughout the game that we didn't make. Drop balls from a protection standpoint. Defensively, in the run game, looked like we came clean on a punt block, and we didn't make that one either. So we got to take advantage of our opportunities. And look, that's the way it is in this league. We got to. But I think this is a resilient group. We'll keep our heads up. We'll, got to get back in there and prepare for our next opponent, and try to. I don't want to say turn it around, but try to get a victory next week.
We got time for two more, Safi.
Yeah, I was also going to ask about that, Flo. Coming in, you guys were riding hot, a 5-game win streak. Some of your deficiencies were shown in this game. I guess moving forward, what are some things you guys have to do to, get back on the winning end?
I think there's always things that you want to improve. I think we talk about that, regardless of the outcome of a game, good, bad. I think there's problems in every game. It's never been a perfect game. So, there's problems in different areas of, offense, defense, special teams every week. Whether you win or lose, you try to make those adjustments and make those changes and fix things regardless of the outcome. And this week's no different. The only difference is we didn't win the game, as opposed to previous weeks. So every week we know that there's things we can improve on. We try to improve on them on a daily basis, and we will continue to do that.
Last one, Adam.
How concerned are you about the pass protection of your offensive line? That seemed to have been a bright spot for that group.
I think you're right. I mean, that's been it's been okay. It hasn't been something that's been spotlighted in weeks prior. So obviously we'll address it. I have a lot of confidence in all the players on this team, offense, defense, special teams, as well as our coaches. So we'll go back, watch the film, make the corrections, and try to improve and get better over the course of the week, and hopefully play better next week.